abusiafo na najwa ahon physical pa the star princess enie shia me memne da no pa bia ra abo anopa nondu ene fa edikosi dumiyenu e wo Kharis FM yes e wasetina padwumadie so no me bo monyompa ene enyama fatasa motie ya setina mu ensempa ene enyama atwe ye ho ahia asetina pa na maba e dia mayen asetina
Hello, why you watching so be ware afiwe ya na? E dey ma menkanfo KBN event emfama. Ye bia wo ye a wo be hia KBN event so mo betwa ma no wo be ya. Mo dey anka so nkubi na ya mfidie so ya papa na mo yusu nti e ma de che enye ba ko ni bia o ma betwa se boso me miensa boso me nsia akire no. Na video na ni aya bela na it se black and white TV a wo hwe da bi. Kitwanya no nko an ye se wo ya abadinto. Ye friend baby name no. Na wo pese ye ba se pane top for crop pese ye twa na bibi bia re bekoso e wa abadinto na se no. E ba na nipa hu no mo kase sister yi na bedinto de ye gaya ni nyina eye KBN event etikibia na wanya yie na eyie no pese ye betwa ne ye de to ma nkirima ye betwa ne kama de wo se ye fried roast na ye twa na ni nyina ye kama fiti eyie na hyase a mo kɔ mo kyira kofa mufunu ye bedi akire na ni nyina ye twa ne ye de aba ama nipa hu asa de ye ne kɔye na ma ye hu sɛ ye fa pa na ebibibia kɔ fan ya ni nyina eye KBN event mo ye asofo do so ye ntwa mu nyai e bia wo ye program bi wo ye seminars wo ye conference wo ye bibibira wo be hia KBN event ye metwa de ye friend recorded no de nso opese ye live streaming de ma ni nyina KBN event e betumi abe ye ne kama menti etifre yen eye yie abadinto wedding bibibia no wo betumi afra yen e was 0256071414 0256071415 eye KBN event ye twa amani aye frɛ project Kharis FM, shaping the future of digital broadcasting.
From the heart of the nation to the rest of the world, this is Kharis FM. Good morning and welcome to our news bulletin. My name is Akosia Greatness. The news is live on Facebook, YouTube, and all our social media platforms. And these are the headlines for the next 30 minutes. Deputy Works Minister urges engineers to embrace AI, drones, and BIM for infrastructure development. Details are in the bulletin coming up. Away from that, 22-year-old law student declares bid Mansia South parliamentary seat in 2028. Ghana Digital Center CEO announces Microsoft certifications paid internship YEA trainees. We have this and many more stories coming up. Please stay with us. And thanks for staying. Now the news in details. The Deputy Minister for Works, Housing and Water Resources, Gesela Tete Agbotu, has called on engineers across the country to adapt modern technologies to improve infrastructure, planning, construction, monitoring and maintenance. She encouraged professionals in the engineering sector to embrace innovations such as building information modeling, artificial intelligence, AI, and drone technology to enhance efficiency, improve project delivery, and strengthen infrastructure resilience. According to the Deputy Minister, the use of these technologies will help Ghana develop smarter, more sustainable infrastructure while improving the monitoring and maintenance of public projects. She noted that adopting digital tools is essential for addressing climate-related challenges and supporting countries' long-term development goals. Her remarks underscores the government's commitment to promoting innovations and technology-driven solutions in the infrastructure sector to accelerate national development.
You are already using in your offices. Next, digital twins, virtual replicas of physical infrastructure, which offer enormous potential for monitoring the real-time condition of bridges, dams, water systems, and public buildings, enabling predictive maintenance and reducing infrastructure failures. Third, the deployment of artificial intelligence and big data analytics. This can support infrastructure planning through predictive modeling, climate risk analysis, traffic management, and early warning systems for floods and other hazards, which I know, as engineers, you're already familiar with. Fourth is geographic information systems, satellite imagery, and drone technology.
Shaping the future of digital broadcasting.
For mapping infrastructure assets, monitoring construction progress, identifying vulnerable areas, and improving disaster preparedness. Fifth, the integration of the Internet of Things, sensors, into critical infrastructure, which can provide continuous monitoring of structural health, water quality, energy systems, and transportation networks, allowing for proactive maintenance and faster emergency response. And then there's also the increased use of green infrastructure, nature-based solutions, renewable energy integration, sustainable construction materials, and circular economy principles, which will enable Ghana to reduce carbon emissions while enhancing climate resilience.
Now, meanwhile, a 22-year-old law student, Nana Ejewa Bafui Boni Michaels, popularly known as Okodie, has officially declared her intentions to contest the Menchia South parliamentary seat in the 2028 general elections. She will contest on the ticket of the newly formed The Base Movement Ghana, becoming one of the youngest aspiration parliamentary candidates to publicly announce the bid ahead of the 2028 polls. Okodie said her decision to enter politics is driven by a desire to bring fresh ideas, youth representations, and people-centered leadership to the Menchia South constituencies. She expressed confidence that the constituencies is ready for a new generations of leadership focused on development and effective representation. Her announcement adds to the growing political activities ahead of the 2028 elections, with intention now turning to how the newly formed party will position itself in Ghana's political landscape.
Good morning, good people of the media, fellow citizens of Menchia South, traditional authorities, religious leaders, youths, women, men, persons with disabilities, business owners and stakeholders. I am Ejewa Bafuboni Michaels, popularly known as Okodie. Today I sit here before you with humility, courage, and deep sense of responsibility to announce my intention to contest for the position of Member of Parliament for Menchia South constituency. I am one of you. I have experienced the problems, thick and thin moment, and therefore a befitting candidate who has heard and seen it all, and I understand the needs of the people. Enough is enough. This decision is born out of my unwavering belief that leadership is about service, integrity, competence, and courage to stand for the people. As a young Ghanaian woman, I am inspired by the conviction that our constituency deserves the leadership that is accessible, accountable, focus on delivering practical solutions. Some identifiable problems we are currently facing in this constituency are youth unemployment and underemployment. Many young people struggle to find decent jobs despite having qualification and skills, and they end up on the streets. Limited support for small businesses. Traders, artisans, market women often face challenges accessing affordable credit, training and business development opportunities. Educational challenges. Some schools need improved infrastructure, health care access, poor road.
So the voice we just heard was Nana Ejewa Bafuboni Michaels, declaring her intention to contest to the Menchia South parliamentary seat in the 2028 general elections. Now, meanwhile, the Chief Executive Officer for Ghana Digital Centres Limited, Jifa Gunu, has announced the participants in the Youth Employment Agency's, the YEA, Digital Skills Program will receive globally recognized Microsoft certifications and European credit transfers upon completing their training. She disclosed that 600 trainees will also secure paid internship opportunities, providing them with practical industry experience to enhance their employability. According to Mrs. Gunu, the initiative is aimed at equipping young Ghanaians with competitive digital skills that meet international standards while preparing them for the evolving global job market. She further revealed that graduates of the program will be connected to employment opportunities both with Ghana and abroad as the Digital Skills Initiative continues to expand. The program forms part of the efforts to strengthen digital literacy, create sustainable employment opportunities for the youth, and to position Ghana as a hub for digital talent and innovation.
Beyond today will be 8 months of rigorous recruitment and onboarding of 2,000 Ghanaian youth with the YE to train them in micro degree program. This has been certified by Microsoft. I mean, the micro degree program is a program designed by Microsoft for youth across the whole of the world. It is interesting to know that for this particular season, Microsoft is only offering 3,000 for Africa. So for 1 year to pull 2,000, that means it's a huge. So we want to thank you and commend you for taking this up. The micro degree program is going to run in 5 key programs, and these programs will be certified by Microsoft. It means that with this certification, you can work with it anywhere in the world. It's cross-border and it's globally recognized. And you also earn European credit transfer. When I mean European credit transfer, it means that you earn some credit scores that will allow you to transfer them into any European Union university if you are doing a course in the areas that will be running this program through.
Ayo ebusia for we mu senior nurse oye na luta. Seba na nyompa radio papa chese obese uti news information seba entertainment there no ane Kharis Radio.
And that was Jifagunu's voice you just heard. Now, in some stories, the government of Ghana is set to introduce a Diaspora National Service program aimed at reconnecting young Ghanaians born and raised abroad with their roots while encouraging them to contribute to the country's development. The Director of Diaspora Affairs at the Office of the President, Kofi Otridakon, announced the initiative during the maiden Ghana Diaspora Student Forum. He explained that the program is designed to strengthen the bond between Ghana and its diaspora by giving young people meaningful opportunities to engage with the country. According to him, the program will target young members of the Ghanaian diaspora before they begin their university education, allowing them to gain first-hand experience of Ghana's culture, history, and development proprietaries while serving the nation. Mr. Otredakun noted that the initiative is expected to deepen national identity among young Ghanaians abroad, promote skills exchange, and encourage greater diaspora participation in Ghana's socio-economic development.
Our objective is not to persuade every Ghanaian student to return home immediately after graduation. That would neither be practical or very necessary. Our objective is to ensure that wherever you find yourselves, Ghana remains part of your professional journey. Every year, Ghanaian students graduate from some of the world's leading universities. They publish research, develop new technologies, participate in advanced industries and contribute to cutting-edge innovation. Our responsibility as a government is to create stronger channels through which expertise can benefit Ghana, regardless of where those individuals live. The countries that succeed over the next generation will be those that know where their skilled citizens are, remain connected to them, and also create opportunities of continuous engagement. We intend to have what we want to call Diaspora National Service, and it's actually not meant for people like you, but people who grew up abroad and are getting ready, to go into university. It's not really sort of the age brackets, but somehow come back home to Ghana and be re-immersed in or reintegrated into the Ghanaian society or the Ghanaian system for maybe 2 months, and then they go back I think it will be a very good way of also getting them intentional with our country. You can contribute to Ghana without permanently relocating.
Away from that, now in politics, the new patriotic party, the NPP national chairman, hopeful Paul Afoko, has outlined his vision for the future of the party, emphasizing the need for unity, strong and leadership and organizational reforms ahead of future elections. Speaking during a live interview by Afoko, shared his plans to strengthen the party's internal structures, improve grassroots participations, and restore confidence among members across the country. He stressed that the NPP must remain united and focused on rebuilding its support base. According to him, effective leadership, transparency, and inclusiveness will be a key to reposition the party for future political success. He also called on the party members to work together despite their differences in the interests of the NPP. Mr. Afoko's remark comes as the race of the party's national leadership gathers momentum, with aspirants representing their visions on how they intend to lead and shape the future directions of the new patriotic party.
Structures and processes. I respect those rules and I will submit myself to them. Campaigning can only begin after the appropriate internal processes have taken place. What we've done so far has been consultation, listening, and then recapture power, the 3 R's. These are not slogans for decoration. They are practical steps for renewal. We must reunite. The NPP cannot win when it is divided. We cannot win when old wounds remain open. We cannot win when loyal members feel excluded, humiliated, ignored, or pushed aside. We cannot win when our internal competition becomes internal destruction. We must bring back the abiding principles of our tradition, which are respect, discipline, tolerance, service, and loyalty.
And that was the new patriotic party, the NPP national chairman, hopeful Paul Afoko. Please stay with us. We'll be back shortly.
Hello, why you watching so be ware afiwe ya na? E dey ma men kan for KBN event emfama. Ye bia wo ye a wo be hia KBN event so mo betwa ma no wo be ya. Mo dey ankaka so nkubi na ye mfidie so ya papa ana mo yusu nti e ma de che enye ba ko ni bia o ma betwa se boso me miensa boso me nsia akiri no. Na video na ni aye bele na it se black and white TV a wo hwe da bi. Kitwenye no nko an ye se wo ya abadinto. Ye friend baby name no. Na wo pese ye ba se pane top for crop se ye twa na bibi biere be ko so e wa abadinto na se no. E ba na nipa hu no mo ka se sister yi na abadinto de ye gaya ni nyina e ye KBN event. Edik bia na wanya yie na eyie no pese ye betwa na ye de to ma nkirima ye betwa ne kama de wo se ye fried roast na ye twa na ni nyina ye kama fiti eyie na hyase a mo ko mo kira kofa mufunu ye bedi akire na ni nyina ye twa ne ye de aba ama nipa hu asa de eyie ne koye na ma ye hu se ye fa pa na bibi bia ko fan ya ni nyina e ye KBN event. Mo ye asofo do so ye ntwa mu nyai e bia wo ye program bi wo ye seminars wo ye conference wo ye bibi bira wo be hia KBN event ye metwa de ye fair recorded no de nso opese ye live streaming de ma ni nyina KBN event e betumi abe ye ne kama menti free yen eye yie abadinto wedding bibi bia no obetumi afra yen e was 0256071414 0256071415 e KBN event ye twa amani aye frɛ project. Software, shaping the future of digital broadcasting.
All the hits and more.
Yeah, boom! The number one, yeah,
Thanks very much for staying. This is still the news bulletin right here on Kharis FM. We are streaming live on Facebook. Now, in some stories, the Ghana Education Service, the GES, has revealed that about 59 senior high schools, SHS, in the Ashanti region are now running on a single-track system, moving from the double-track system. Mr. Henry Osei-Boateng, the Regional Public Relations Officer for the GES, disclosed that this during the Ashanti Regional Heads of Department meeting organized by the Regional Coordinating Council, the RCC, today. He announced that the senior high school in the region have officially moved away from the traditional double-track system, adapting what is now called the transition system, aside from the 59 practicing the single-track system. Under the transition system, entire year groups rotate, meaning SHS1 and SHS2 students may be on campus while SHS3 students are on break. Has marked as this shift from the previous double-track format, which split a single-year group into gold and green tracks, keeping on track at home while the other attended classes. According to Mr. Boateng, several schools currently tied to the transition model actually possesses the facilities required to operate a single-track system. However, they are maintaining the transition calendar because it was being practiced. He emphasized that eliminating the transition system and moving all schools to a permanent single-track system depends heavily on targeted government and interventions, specifically the provisions of a key infrastructure and furniture like dormitories, classrooms, and dining halls. Highlighting specific examples, the PRO noted that top-tier institutions like Opoku-Wari schools only required additional dormitories to transition fully to a single-track system, while Prempeh College needs a few specific infrastructure upgrades to transition. Reacting to the briefing, the Ashanti Regional Minister, Dr. Frank Amwakohene, urged the Regional Education Directorate to immediately provide his office with a comprehensive breakdown of schools and the exact infrastructure and furniture deficits. Dr. Amwakohene assures the Directorate that this data would be used to fast-track the provisions of resources needed to transition more schools to the single-track system. Also, residents of Yendi have expressed deep shock and sadness following the passing of the overlord of Dagbon, Yana Mahama Abukari II, describing him as a peaceful and unifying leader whose reign brought a stability to the Dagbon kingdom. Many residents paid tribute to the late Yana, praising his commitment to peace, reconciliations, and development within the traditional area. They said his leadership helped strengthen unity among the people and promoted harmony across the kingdom. Community members noted that his passing is a great loss not only to Dagbon, but also to Ghana's chieftaincy institution. They recalled his efforts to preserve the customs and tradition of the kingdom while fostering peaceful and coexistence. As news of his death continued to spread, residents, traditional leaders, and well-wishers have been offering condolences to the royal family and people of Dagbon, while preparations are expected to begin in line with the customs and traditions of the kingdom.
Lord, what do you call it? Fuana, yeah. His Royal Highness the Fuana, the acting president of the kingdom, wants to carry out to the youth and the people of Dagbon is that the king was a lover of peace, and so he's entreating everybody to treat this monumental loss as a sign that indeed, or to use it as a uniting force, so that at least all grieve in dignity and then also mourn the king in peace. And he also wants to send a message to the security agencies that since the king is no more, traditionally, every chief in the kingdom is to come and pay their last respects. And and they would come here with maskers, that is, they will be masketry, and so he's entreating the security agencies to bear with us in these trying moments, and to the immediate family that they should bear in mind that this loss is not for them only, but for the kingdom and the entire nation. We all mourn.
Yes, Ibrahim.
Yakubu
Ibrahim. Yes, sure. The news broke out yesterday. It wasn't easy. Yesterday we were mourning the king in all shops. We closed all shops in the town. And it silenced our hearts that the great king of the land has passed. We pray that the funeral will be peaceful and will have a new king of the kingdom.
And that was the residents of Yendi expressing their deep shock and sadness following the passing on of the overlord of Dagon. May his soul rest in perfect peace. Now concerns are mounting over the health of Daniel Yusuf, who has reportedly spent 6 months in detention and is said to be suffering from hypertension. According to reports, there are growing calls for him to be granted bail to enable him to access the medical care and treatment he requires.
Shaping the future
for his release argued that deteriorating health condition makes it necessary for him to receive proper medical attention outside detention. Supporters have appealed to the appropriate authorities to consider the health status and ensure that he is given access to adequate health care while legal proceedings continue. The matter has sparked public discussions on balancing judicial process with the need to protect the health and welfare person in custody.
Detention when it's it's been good 6 months. All on complaining. Yes, but you're not a fully playing by. We are continuing. I'm not what is a body, and also about the Ina. Yes, no fun. Yes, I mean, I can say yes.
And that's what supporters' concerns mounting over the health of Daniel Yusuf. Now, away from that, in sports news, former Ghana Football Association, the GFA president, Samuel Nana Brew Butler, has backed Carlos Queiroz to remain head coach of the Black Stars, citing the Portuguese trainer performances at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. His comment comes amid reports that Ghana Football Association is considering extending the 73-year-old's contract after he guided the Black Stars to the knockout stage of the tournament. Queiroz, who previously coached Egypt and Colombia, was appointed on a short-term deal in April following the dismissal of Otu Addo in March. Speaking on Asempa FM's Ultimate Sports Show, Brew Butler praised the veteran coach for the progress made by the national team despite having limited time to prepare. Although Carlos Queiroz did not have enough time to prepare the team, we still saw signs of improvement. I believe he deserves the chance to continue, he said. Brew Butler said Queiroz has brought greater tactical organizations and discipline to the team and should be given more time to build on the progress made at the World Cup. Although Ghana's campaign ended in the round of 32, both the GFA and the Ministry of Sports and Recreations are reportedly satisfied with the team's performances and considering offering Queiroz a contract extension. If retained, Queiroz's immediate focus will be qualifiers for the 2027 Africa Cup of Nations (AFCON), which begins in September. The Black Stars have been drawn in Group C alongside Cote d'Ivoire, the Gambia and Somalia. Now, a recap of today's top story. Deputy Works Minister urges engineers to embrace AI, drones, and BIM for infrastructure development. Now, a 22-year-old law student declares bid for Menchia South parliamentary seat in 2028. Ghana Digital Center CEO announces Microsoft certifications, paid internship, YEA trainees. And that's all for today's morning bulletin on Kharis FM. For more details, visit our Facebook page, KBN TV. There are more stories to be read. My name is Akosia Greatness. Up next is the motivation time.
Hello, why you watching so be ware afiwe ya na? E dey ma menkanfo KBN event emfama. Ye bia wo ye, a wo be hia KBN event so mu betwa ma no wo be ya. Mo dey anka so nku bi na ye mfidie so ya papa na mo yusu nti e ma de che enye ba ko ni bia o ma betwa se bosome miensa bosome nsia akire no. Na video nani aye bela na it se black and white TV a wo hweda bi. Kitwenye no nko an ye se wo ya abadinto. Ye friend baby name no. Na wo pese ye baase. Panie top for crop se ye twa na bibia de bekoso e wa abadinto na se no. E ba na nipa hu no mo kase sister yi na bedi ntwa de ye gaya ni nyina eye KBN event etikibia na wanya yie na eyie no pese ye betwa ne ye de to ma girima ye betwa ne kama de wo se ye fried roast na ye twa na ni nyina ye kama fiti eyie na hyase a mo kɔ mo kyira kofa mofunu ye bedi akire na ni nyina ye twa ne ye de aba ama nipa hu asa de yie ne kɔ ye na ma ye hu se ye fa pa na ebibibia kɔ fan ya ni nyina eye KBN event mo ye asofo do so ye ntwa mu nyai e bia wo ye program bi wo ye seminars wo ye conference wo ye bibibira wo be hia KBN event ye metwa de ye fed recorded no de nso opese ye live streaming de ma ni nyina KBN event e betumi abe ye ne kama menti etifre yen eye yie abadinto wedding bibibia no wo betumi afra yen e was 0256071414 0256071415 e KBN event ye twa amani aye fe project.
A prosperous morning to you, people of Ghana, and all people around the world and across the nation. This is Kharis FM Morning Motivational Time with me, your host, Akosia Greatness. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and all our social media platforms, and our numerous affiliates across the country. This morning, I come to you with a wonderful motivation quote. This morning, my motivation to you is, do not allow fear to control your future, or let failure define you. Many successful people have faced challenges. Many successful people have gone through a lot of life. Because they had visions, because they had faith, they never gave up on what they want to do. They refused to give up because they believed in their inner soul and self. So this morning, never give up on yourself. Stay strong and keep the faith. Keep the fire burning. Your determination and aspiration will lead you far and greater. So have faith in everything you do. And before I move away, greetings to Mr. Joseph Apostle Atrekon Teshi, the founder of Lion of Judah Ministry. And greetings to Apostle Elisha Tony. Good morning to you wherever you are. And a very wonderful morning to my manager, Mr. Oheneba Kofi Abrantie. The host for Ekwanso Bro. Good morning to you, everyone. Stay blessed.